sleep. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Back in. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. They can't win. No new friends. No new friends. Football fans. Football. They sleep again. They sleep. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah. Wake up. Wake up. The cake up. Raise up. Or make us do something. We don't want to. Bite down on you. Right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the race for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Wear the white flag, they forfeit it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I wanna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They go play action here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Gun! Set! Blue landing!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Gary Conley. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. First carry now for McFadden. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on fourth.
Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And going deep for Hill. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Hunt. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Oh, what a juke into space. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They give him a gain of 37. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's James. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
throw here. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And now running right through it. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Leopard!
They come up in an offset eye. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal.
We got three.
Running for it. Here's McFadden. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
All right, now look at 56.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They're going to look to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First catch on that one for Kelce, and it's a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Lucky 56. Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. To the right side, it's Kelce. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, but it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Two 1st downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. To throw now on 1st down. flush to his right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They run with Hunt. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Now it's Hunt. And bulldozing his way through. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
A toss play to Hunt. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are in for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's James. Spinning past him. There he goes, right side. And he is out of bounds here on the return. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll run for it with McFadden. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And going deep for Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Detroit! 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 Gone! 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 Gone!
Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. They'll look to throw now on first down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Justin Houston. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
They'll look to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Gone! Gone!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
This is Hunt. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll set up a throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for the Raiders. 43 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And that is incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is. I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder, and sure enough, they can't convert here.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's James. Fighting it off.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first. He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And give him a gain of 37. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run. McFadden. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it. Here's McFadden. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. He'll look to throw. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now here comes Kansas City. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22. They'll set up to throw. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. On the run, this is Hunt. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And Catanzero's kick is right through. So we've reached halftime in a wild 1st half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. They go play action here on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches in order to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. Third and goal, McFadden. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time. So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They're going to look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Back to throw here. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Here's James. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Finding some room at midfield. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Anthony Hitchens in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fuller. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Pass incomplete. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
The Raiders on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Got it complete to Anderson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And that's going to tie the ball game at 27 all. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Space to maneuver at the 40. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10.
319. 319. Over.
They'll look to throw here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Back now in the East Bay. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Gone.
And he hits his man, Matthews. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Hunt. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
There's McFadden as they begin on the ground. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, McFadden. Oh, now he bowls him over, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw, steps away to his left, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. They'll run for it. McFadden. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Here's James. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense? All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses. Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves. I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play. Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it. Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10. I would expect to see some pressure here. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. James has it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. First down, a run with McFadden. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage. Running again, and again it's McFadden. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run. He'll look to throw. James has got it, complete. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Detroit!
McFadden again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll give to McFadden. Call it 6, maybe 7, but now they're left with 4th down and goal. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. And off comes to McFadden. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play down, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Matthews, the intended target. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here's McFadden. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. The Raiders on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Now McFadden. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think we just saw an example of a game situation that I know is discussed, practiced to the nth degree, go right out the window, and a chance to win the game as well.
Yeah, protect the football. On the other side, you're taught to get in there and rake it out. They did just that.
I mean, they go over this starting in OTAs and mini camps. You go through these situations, and that's the way a lot of teams like to end practice. Finish it off with this type of a drive, kick the game-winning field goal. Everyone feels good and heads to the locker room. In this case, though, they're not going to feel so great about it.
They'll run again with Hunt, and he'll get this one up to about his 14. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The Chiefs on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This will be fielded at the 6. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. There are no flags. He's into the end zone.
Touchdown.
And an